Hey y'all, I just wanted to come to you with another video really fast. So I'm taking like a hiatus from social media a little bit. Like I deleted like my Facebook, my Snapchat, my Instagram, only because sometimes I just feel like I need time to like be away from that type of stuff. Like I feel like everybody out every now and again you should do that just for your own like mental health. It's not healthy mentally to constantly just be in a news cycle. It's too much. But anyway, seeing how I haven't been on, I found out apparently that Chris Brown, and mind you, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I found out. So I read very briefly, like on, if any of y'all watch like the Impressive channel, I seen it go by really fast where it was like, oh, Chris Brown shits on black women or whatever, and I was just like, wait, what? Like what the hell is going on? So today when I was at work or whatever, oh no, and I read that it said it had something to do with like a song that he had out, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, I didn't really look too deep into it. So when I got to work today, like when his album dropped before, I like of like a few days ago or whenever it dropped sometime last week, I it's so long, which number one, that's a problem, Chris. I'm tired of your albums being that long. But I listened to, I think, maybe like the first 4 or 5 songs. So when I got to work this morning, I went ahead and I listened to not the rest of it, but I think I listened all the way up to like No Guidance. And no lie, that line when he said, I only fuck with black bitches with a good hair, no lie, that dead ass stopped me in my tracks. I said, skirt skirt. Is this what they was talking about? Is that, put that shit right on pause, went to Impressive, watched her video, went online and I read. I said, oh, and I didn't, mind you, I didn't know about him responding. I didn't know about none of this shit. So here's my thing, Christopher Brown. I'm probably going to say what everybody else has said at this point. I am tired as a black woman. I am so tired of people backs, riding on the coattails and the backs and building their entire career off of the backs of black women to turn around and shit on us. I am so tired of that. Chris is not the first person. He ain't the second. He damn sure ain't going to be the last. But I am so tired of that. Christopher Maurice Brown, you should know better at this point than to put some shit like that in your music. It's bad enough of what we see, because to be quite honest, does that shock me that he said that? I mean, honestly, not really. It only shocks me that with him knowing the climate that we're in and this new, like, we're not on that shit that we used to be. Like, we're coming into a whole new different era, a whole new different wave, a whole new different consciousness as a people. We're trying to leave a lot of that toxic shit in the fucking past. That's what we're trying to do right now. We're literally trying to undo all of the work that not only white people have done, but that we have done to ourselves. Self-hate. That's why the natural hair movement is such a big thing, and it's such a great thing, because we as black women, because this is the thing, this is the thing, we as black women have to learn to love ourselves, because of the fact that everybody else has told us that how terrible that we are and how much they hate us. So, Christopher, for you to, because no, you can't sit up here and even say that you're not inclined to what the hell be going on, because I just said this on somebody's live. I am so tired of straight black men in particular. They go up for everybody every single time that something happens to one of them, to somebody that looks just like them, and all of this other stuff. Whether it's, and mind you, this is not to take away from any of the tragedies. I'm just trying to make a point here. When it comes to Trayvon Brown, when it comes to Mike Brown, when it comes to all of those people like that, black men are so quick to jump up, rightfully so, and go off as they should. But when it comes to a black woman, y'all are so silent. Anytime somebody do anything to slight a black man, y'all is on board 1,010%. But the minute that somebody slights us, again, I haven't been on social media, so please somebody tell me. I would like to know, because it would be a refreshing change if any straight black man has stood up on our behalf and said, Chris, you're dead ass wrong. But you want to know what? Clearly nobody's going to do that, because you was on that song with 2 other men and nobody checked you. People listened to that whole album and nobody checked you. Nobody checked you. The thing, Chris Rock made a whole movie called Good Hair years ago. Years ago. And I know you seen it, Chris. I know you did. You've had to seen it. And it's just like, do you know how long ago that movie was made? To be quite honest, that was made a while ago. And the fact that to this day, like he said, to this day, to this day, y'all will continuously shit on us over and over and over again. Chris, do you want me to really keep it funky for real? After that whole situation with Rihanna happened, if it was not for black women, you would not have a career. You would not have a career because guess what? Becky and Sally and Sandra and all of those other little white girls that you like, apparently according to what everybody else is saying and according to you too, and all of the other little biracial little lights, they were over you. They wanted you to fuck up out of here. It was us. We kept your ass afloat. We kept your ass afloat. I want you to remember that. We, black women, we are the ones who kept you afloat. I want you to always remember that. Because nobody else here was ever fucking checking for you. Not after that whole situation. We was the ones who said, you know what? We're gonna forgive him. You know what? We all make mistakes, and you know what? We're just gonna try to pull the fuck through. And Chris, you are this and you are that, and no matter all of the trials, no matter how many times you fucked up, and I think that's part of the problem of black people and black women in particular. We're way too forgiving sometimes. We're way too forgiving sometimes because we forgive y'all, and then all y'all do is come back and shit on us times 10. Y'all get a little bit of money, and then here y'all go to either marrying a light-skinned girl or some white woman, just because what, like, to y'all that's a symbol status or some shit like that. But at the end of the day, to me, ain't nothing of a stronger symbol than having your black woman right next to you as a black man. Like, it just doesn't even make any sense to me. Again, and this is not to shit on anybody that's light-skinned or anything like that. I'm just tired of celebrities, and black male celebrities in particular, building their entire career off of our backs to turn around and shit on us. Good hair, Chris? Are you fucking serious? Good fucking hair? You should know better than that. But maybe if you put the white girl down for 2 seconds and calm down, and the fact that he doubled down on it, saying that, oh, well, it is what it is, and you can feel how it is that you gotta feel. Niggas never, ever, it never hits niggas until it never, like, fully realize. Niggas don't really fully realize stuff until it actually happens to them. Your daughter, Chris Brown, your daughter, royalty, she's perfect to me. Oh, she's so perfect. Granted, she's like, I believe she's mixed. I'm pretty sure she is, and she has, the long wavy hair and stuff like that. But at the same time, is royalty light? Royalty is light, right? I think royalty is light, but she's not like super light. Regardless, royalty can grow up, because to me it seems like the older royalty gets, the darker that she gets. Not that she's super dark, like she's dark like me or anything, but she's getting a little bit more tan. Could you imagine 10-15 years from now your daughter coming to you crying? Because I'm pretty sure the crowd that she's gonna grow up in is gonna be a whole lot of white people, and gonna be too many black people in the spaces that she's gonna be rotting in. How you gonna feel when your little girl come to you crying because Matt wanted to hang out with Becky instead of her? Chris, you really need to apologize for that shit, and you need to sit down and you need to think about what the fuck that came out your mouth, because that shit was completely trash. Stop building y'all careers on the backs of us to turn around and to shit on us. Christopher, get it together. He pissed me all the way off, y'all. I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.